So, good morning. And I'm thanking God for being here and giving me this another opportunity to come in front of you. I feel delighted. I want to talk about talents and what is talent. God gives us talents, and we have free will in God. So we can receive our talent and we can use it, or we could receive our talent and ignore it. It's up to us. Everybody has a gift. Now, Matthew 25, starting with the chapter, Jesus is talking about the parable of the talents. And I'm not going to go into the scripture in depth, but I will say this. Jesus Christ described the talents through this parable. He explained that there was a man who had a vineyard, and he was leaving to go to a faraway country. So I just want to quote a little scripture. Jesus Christ said, "For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them." So the man is traveling away, and he's giving his goods to his servants while he's gone. And to one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And I want to just say that again. To each according to his own ability. He went on a journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them and made another 5 talents. So the first person received 5, and he made 5 on top of that, making it 10. And likewise, he who had received 2 gained 2 more also. So that's 4. But he who had received 1 went and dug in the ground and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, "Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I've gained 5 more talents besides them." His Lord said to him, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord." Example of a person who's used their talent or is in touch with their talent. I got an idea. I'm going to have my own line of makeup. And then the one talent buried person said, "Your own line of makeup? What is wrong with you? You don't even have any money. How can you do that?" I got an idea. It's going to work. Watch. And it goes down to verse 24, where it says, "Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you had not sown, and gathering where you had not scattered seed. And I was afraid, and I went and I hid your talent in the ground. Look, there you have what is yours." But his Lord answered and said to him, "You wicked and lazy servant. You knew that I reap where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with bank. An example of a one-talent person. One talent meaning they've buried their talent. What? Why are you thinking that? You're crazy. Something's wrong with you. Don't you see everybody else is using satin ribbon? Why you have to go with taffeta? I mean, you're always dancing to your own beat. It's too much. You're crazy. Something's wrong with you. Give back my own interest. Therefore, take the talent from him and give it to him who has 10 talents. And then he said, for to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. Oh, bless to God. Oh, bless to God. The servant that received the one talent, he didn't want to use it. Because he told the master, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you had not sown, collecting where you didn't work for it. So therefore, because I knew this about you, I buried my talent. I didn't use it. But you see, that was his excuse for not going forward. And that was his responsibility. He took that upon himself. Now, that parable very much resembles many of us today. We have talents, and many of us, not everybody's looking for their purpose. You know, there's a big school of thought about find your purpose and what is your purpose. Listen, people know their purpose. Many of us know what it is we're supposed to do. We know where we're talented. We just won't use it. And time goes by, and we make excuse after excuse after excuse, and we don't use the talent. But look at how the master responded to the man that didn't use his talent. He said, you wicked and lazy. Now, this is a parable coming from Jesus Christ. And in the end, he said that those who have will receive more in abundance. But those who do not have, they're going to lose whatever they didn't have in the first place. And he's referring to the talent. Because if you have a talent and you don't use it, you sit back, you bury it in the ground, you pretend it's not there. Well, if you lose, that's on you. The people who use their talents, they receive abundance because of that. God blesses them because of that. They step up into their higher calling with the Lord. An example of someone who's using their talent. You won't believe what happened to me today. I went to a grant writing seminar. I'm taking a class on how to write grants because, you know, I've just had this idea. I want to establish something.